All right, let's test this thing. See if y'all can hear me. Let's see. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. What's up, y'all? I was like, you know what? We don't need a song tonight. We don't need a song tonight. Good afternoon. Lord have mercy. I done said good afternoon. That's how my day been. But good evening. How's everybody doing? Good. You know, I don't want to say good night because it sounds like we leaving, right? Y'all doing all right tonight? This fine late night stream. I was up. Although, I mean, I could go to sleep now. But I was like, you know what? I'm up for right now. Let me see what the people got going on. How was y'all Saturday? Good evening. Right, good evening. I feel like a doggone vampire. Good evening. Y'all doing all right tonight? Crystal! Thank you so much, Crystal. Welcome to the Broken Army. We appreciate you. We do. So I was sitting here using extension for the next webinar. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Look, so today was like a good day. It was kind of a long day, but I don't want to jinx it. Wreck-It Ralph and Demolition Woman were cool today, which is rare because normally, I don't know, those of you who have toddlers or whatnot, man, they get to a point where you take them out of the house and good gracious of life, they act up. But today, look, went to the mall, Wreck-It Ralph. Man, he did all right. Raven, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I might have to cut that weird voice off. But yeah, he was good. Demolition Woman was good. I was like, man, is it my birthday? Is something bad about to happen? Y'all being too nice to me. Cause if you have toddlers, you know, if they being too good, something is wrong. Like, am I about to go to the upper room? But anyway, all right, y'all. So open Q&A. I may hop off of here and we just do like a direct one-on-one voice chat on fan base. So I'm trying to come up with a schedule. I may need somebody who can, like really plan stuff out, help me out. I'm open to just about anything. The only thing is Monday through Friday is kind of hard. Benjamin, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. That voice is creeping me out. And pretty soon, we're going to get that dadgum zombie back in here. But so, this is what I'm trying to do, okay? Now, I can handle the uploading of videos from here on YouTube and TikTok. I can handle that. Oh, thank y'all. Look at here. Listen, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Like, seriously. So, I can handle the uploading to, say, YouTube and TikTok. But y'all know I'm not live streaming to TikTok as much anymore until they figure out what in the world they're going to do with that platform, right? I'm not live streaming over there. So the majority of my live streams are going to be here. Okay. My after dark live streams are going to be Kick, and my day-to-day, daytime Q&A stuff, that's going to be on Fanbase. So I'm trying to figure out how to, well, I guess I just did. But I need something fairly regular. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So, I mean, if anybody has any ideas, or maybe I'll get with my sister and try to figure out, like, if I can do I'm trying to do like 3 uploads a week, and then a live stream like this twice a week, and then Saturday night might be kick, and then fan base is like during the week. I think I did. I just do it. Did I just do it? I think I just did it. But anyway, if y'all have any questions, y'all know the dealio. Just type a capital Q and then your question in the chat, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, this is what we're gonna look. Let me start off with this. The hard part about teaching hoodoo, and I've said this before, the hard part about teaching hoodoo is having to unteach so much. And I try to do it, well, now. I'm much better about it now. I used to not be. But I try to be as gentle as possible because I know y'all are getting shellacked out there, bamboozled left, right, front, back, and side to side with the misinformation as it relates to hoodoo. Like, for instance, somebody asked me today, they were like, they asked me, could I read a candle for them? And, y'all know I've said time and time again, candle reading is not as simple as it used to be, simply because the candles are garbage now. Hey, QB1974, I have not done the picture me rolling roll call. Let me do that now. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know what I say, charge it to my head, not to my heart. All right? Picture me rolling roll call for the people who decided to come here this late night. We've got Benjamin Alexander was first. What's going on, Benjamin? Thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate you showing up. Crystal Anderson, hey. Denise D, how are you? Donna Speller, thank you for being a channel member. Sima, who's got the keys to my bima? Thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate you. Temperance Love, what's up, Temperance? Thank you for being a channel member. Sam, what's up, Sam? How are you? RL Brown and LT, thank y'all for being channel members. Greatly appreciated. Pamela, aka Baby Girl, thank you for being a channel member. Wonderless Earth Angel, thank you for being a channel member. Determined Growth, thank you for being a channel member. Thor and Acostia, how are you? Faith Heaven, how are you? Rashida Black, thank you for being a channel member. Queen Bee Africa, thank you for being a channel member. Yummy, I'm not saying your name. I'm Yummy. Thank you for being a channel member. Raven Baines, how's it going? Veve Embroidery Queen, thank you for being a channel member. I do appreciate it. Mrs. Brown XO, how are you? Queen of a King, what's going on? Thank you for being a channel member. QB1974, QB, even though I do not have a button, this is indeed a safe space. Thank you for being a channel member. It's greatly appreciated. OT Mara, I appreciate you being here. Liquid Black Poetry Lounge, what's going on? How are you? Coco, what up, sis? Thank you for being a channel member and a moderator, sis. I appreciate you showing up. Karina, what's going on, Karina? And the Speak Your Truth TV, what's going on? OT Mara says close enough. Sherry, what's up, Sherry? Thank you for being here. So, yes, it's a safe space. This is a safe space. So, and I was talking about how hard it is to unteach stuff. So someone came to me today and they were asking me to read a candle. That's what I was talking about. They asked me to read a candle for them. And it's very difficult because candles are garbage. No one takes pride in their craftsmanship in this world that we live in anymore. So they just crank these things out. And the wax, the wick will be over here. Stuff will be all over the place. So the crazy part with that is you just can't trust, like, reading a candle. You can trust how it burns, but a lot of times, there's so many variables that just looking at a candle for someone just doesn't, it's just not as easy as it used to be. But they showed me the picture of their candle as well, and I'm like, okay, well, I mean, it just looks like streaks, because they were concerned that they were seeing letters in the wax, and I wanted to see that. But no, it looked like the candle melted and just left streaks in the glass, and I told them that. But I noticed their candle was situated. It looked like it was on a wedding table almost. There was like a little boat, and there was moss and pine cones. I'm like, whoa, what is all this stuff? that your candles around. They were like, well, that's my elemental earth altar. And I was like, whoa, okay, all right, I got you, I hear you, but that's not a thing in hoodoo. That's not a thing in hoodoo. And then they were like, well, I forgot what they said. Something along the lines of, well, it wasn't really hoodoo. It was just me deciding to honor the elements. And I'm like, whoa, honor the elements. Okay, go planet, right? I got you. And things like that. So I'm like, unfortunately, what makes it so hard for y'all is because the marketeers took the word religion out, added system, right? They said, oh, hoodoo is a folk magic system. And so the thing about systems is that people feel like they can cherry pick things they like, things they don't like. That's why I'm glad Benjamin. Okay, so Benjamin in the chat said that's Wiccan, right? Absolutely, and or some other type of pagan, tradition or whatever. And now what I'm seeing, because y'all know I just look amazing. I'm actually an old man. I've been here a very long time. And do y'all know what I'm seeing? I am seeing people have cherry picked things from hoodoo and they're adding it to other traditions. And you see it all the time now. You will see it in like if you go to Reddit, and I don't recommend anyone go to Reddit unless you want to laugh. Okay, well, not the spiritual part of Reddit. Definitely not the hoodoo part of Reddit. Because if you go to hoodoo part of Reddit, you're going to be lost. You're going to be like a blind man searching through a dark room for a black cat that ain't there. That's where you're going to be. Rooted source sound. Thank you for the five gifted memberships. I mean, listen. If you received a gifted membership, make sure y'all say thank you. I see y'all saying thank you in the chat. That is awesome. Listen, over here at the Broken Army, we are polite. We say thank you. We say thank you. We are polite. We say thank you. So, I saw and I was telling them that. I'm like, yeah, that's not a thing. And, I could tell they were getting a little standoffish, but weren't like nasty about it. So I was cool about it too, and it's stuff like that. Never mind the fact that people tend to think way too much. I was talking to a friend of mine. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I saw a question. My bad. And then I'm gonna keep running in my mouth. But I talked to a friend of mine about the differences in the generations. When I was growing up, if you said, Lou, if you take this blicky and go pow in somebody's head, they're gonna fall over. And I go, so this, there, boom, over with? Yes. All right, cool, I got it. But nowadays, if you say, listen, take this blicky, boom, in somebody's head, they're gonna be gone. Nowadays, people will go, well, how many times should I pull the trigger? Does it matter what time of day I should pull the trigger? What if I only graze them? Should I fire again? Well, does it matter if they're facing me? Does it have to be a specific moon phase? How do you hold it? And so with that right there, that takes away so many people's results now. That takes away so many people's results now already. Never mind the fact that now people are just adding so much into the tradition that does not belong and it does not work. It doesn't belong, it doesn't work. And it gives analysis paralysis, and people start thinking, well, I gotta wait until I know enough before I do some work. And it's like, you just gotta get to work. You just gotta get to work. That's the only way I can explain it. Y'all, you just gotta get to work. Just do it. Just do it. But I saw a question back here. What was it? Queen of the Kings, have you gotten around to doing the readings from last year? What readings are you talking about, Queen of the King? Obel NC says, ideation constipation. I like analysis paralysis better. Don't be coming here trying to outrhyme me. I'm just kidding. I appreciate it. Just do it. Like, seriously. Look, I remember growing up, someone said, you got to be at work at 5 o'clock. And then it was up to me to figure out how to do it. And most of the time I would just figure out how to do it. You know, like it's like, okay, I live 30 minutes from here, from there to there. So I got to leave, but it's going to take this long to brush my teeth. I got to find a ride. Got to have a backup ride just in case. And that should leave me enough time. We just did that. But nowadays, you have got to tell people you live 30 minutes from home. But don't just do 30 minutes. No, no, no. You might want to take an hour and have you eaten yet? And make sure this and look both ways. And I mean, it's like, as long as you have to do that, the problem is this is part science, but it's also part art. Okay? Yeah, Denise, it was Rooted Source Sounds that gifted you a membership. So spirituality is part science, it is part art. The science part is what y'all are hung up on. It is I've got to learn the method, and and the problem is when you get hung up on that, there's always going to be more method. So you get stuck. There's always going to be more method. But the art part, listen, working roots is like cooking. You can hand me a recipe and I can follow it, but there's no guarantee that what I pull out the oven is going to be what you pull out the oven when you're handing me the recipe, simply because I've got to feel my way through that kitchen. I got to know how quickly my oven heats up. Maybe my oven is off by a couple of degrees, and that's something that I learned through trial and error. Maybe when you handed me that recipe, you were from Colorado. I'm from the deep, dirty South. I've got more humidity and less elevation. That's some stuff I got to work out when I want to pull that red velvet cake up out of there. So it's part science, part art. Y'all just got to get to work, because the more you get to work, the more you can feel out certain hurdles like that. Rashida Black, thank you so much for the super chat. I got to do away with that voice. But you know what? I think we finally got rid of that dang on zombie. I think we finally got rid of that zombie, y'all. So if there was anything I could bless the spiritual community with, it would be lack of worry. Don't worry about it so much. Just get going, get moving. Okay? The hard part is, as I've always said, people often come to Hoodoo based off of a need. Someone dumped you and you're lonely. You want them back, so you want every love spell under the sun. The bill collector knocking at the door. You need every money working there is, and I totally get it. Hoodoo was designed for situations such as this, but the problem lies in the fact that it is very hard to be in the middle of your battle and trying to learn how to fight. Damn, that was good.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said, let him cook.
Dog, that was good. But it's the truth, though. It's the truth. And the problem is this. You have to be in alignment in order for your spells or your workings to work. Meaning, if I'm lighting this money candle, I need to be thinking money, not the lack of money that those bills trigger inside of me. I need to be thinking money. I need to be thinking all them times when I got my tax returns and I got to live like I was in the Big Pimpin' video for 2 weeks until their tax money ran out. That's what I need to be feeling, right? If I'm doing a love spell, I'm so in love with you. Like that's the mode I need to be in, and not Girl, you know I love you. You know, sitting there crying in the middle of the night with just a glass of cognac in the dark with just one little orange dot in the darkness of my room from the tip of a black and mild, tears running down my face. That's the wrong energy for a love spell. So it's hard to get into the proper mental and emotional mindset when you in the middle of the battle you're fighting. That's why, and this is not a commercial. Y'all leave me alone. I'm retired. A glass of Taylor Port. Just sitting there. I'm talking about in the middle of your boys come check on you and doggone. They open up the door. It's just a smoky room. And all they see is a little orange dot. Lou, you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just gonna sit here and watch television till television go off. In my struggle sweatpants and my holy shirt, unshaven. Crust right here. That ain't time to do no love spell, family. Because the stuff you in alignment with, you don't want. That's why y'all sit here thinking that your spells backfire. Nothing ever backfires. It either works or it doesn't. That's it. It never backfires. When you do it working and it goes cattywampus, you probably got what you worked on. You were sitting there sniveling and crying, and you worked on some more sniveling and crying. That's it. And so, you know, we get stuck, and we're in the middle of our own need, and then we're trying to learn, and we're already behind the 8 ball. See, that's why whenever I teach somebody hoodoo, I do my best not to answer the questions based off of where they are right now in life, because you're not going to be able to learn. You are not going to be able to learn. If we're sitting here trying to have class and you're like, well, what do I do about this situation? That you too involved. You need to be working on something else that you don't need. Do a money working. If you happily married, now you do a love working. Why? Because it's easy for you to get into that alignment, that frame of mind, so that when you do need it, you can snap into it. Does that make sense? If you already have money, now is the time for you to learn how to do a money working, because you can sit back and go, now I can practice my emotional control. Now I can practice, get into the right state of mind, because it's not a pressing need. But if you're in the middle of the fight, shoot. If you're in the middle of the fight, it's going to be hard for you to learn. In essence, it's kind of like trying to learn how to drive when grandma got to go to the hospital right now. Y'all about to run off that road. So what would you do? You call somebody who already knows how to drive, and then you learn later. If you're in med school, and you get deathly ill, you don't start trying to flip through books. No, you're like, man, I need to go to the doctor. I'll figure out how to fix this later. I will figure out how to fix this later. I need to go to the doctor. Then you learn. What's up, Natalie? Then you learn. I think one of the greatest disservices that the marketeers did was, besides saying that this is just a practice, one of the greatest disservices that the marketeers did was saying all you got to do is learn the method. And so they did that on purpose. See, no one ever said anything to anybody about having to be in alignment, having to make sure that you are able to control your emotions and because that doesn't sell books. They rather pump out book spell book after spell book after spell book after spell book, knowing that without the proper mindset, you'll never pull any of it off. And then when you buy a book and you try it and you never pull anything off, you're gonna go buy another book, and they will just so happen to have another one to sell you. They created a mindset in people that if you are sitting in the middle, of financial turmoil, you're gonna buy a book on Hoodoo, open it up, look at the table of contents till you get to the money spell section. You're gonna flip to the money spell section, not have read anything else. Get to the money spell section, start going through it. The first spell you find that you have the ingredients for already, that's gonna be the one you do. Not a card being pulled, no divination done, not even finding out if that's the working that will apply to your situation. There you go. That's it. And they're like, that's another $12.99 sold. So listen, everybody, just take a step back, deep breath, look at your situation. And if you cannot look at and work your situation objectively, you might want to call in some help. And that's why I said, leave me alone. Don't call me. I'll give you some tips. Maybe point you to a video. All right. But don't just write down a bunch of stuff, y'all. Get to memorizing scripture and trying these workings before you need them, so when you need them, you'll be able to do it. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. A queen of a king said, I did my love spell after happy time, and boy, oh boy, it went great. I bet it did. Because, hey, your mind is clear. You had clarity at that point. What's the word they use? The post clarity. There you go. You had it. Oh, nasty self. I ain't mad at you, though. Denise D says, so my great Grams is 92 right now, and she always burns shredded hair and says she don't want a bird to use her hair for their nest and a bay leaf in her shoe. I can't ask her why. Have you heard of this? Yeah, if a bird takes your hair and builds a nest with it, it'll drive you crazy. And a bay leaf in your shoe keeps negative spirits from following you home. Yep, that's an old one. That's an old one. Because, see, the thing is that bay laurel, growing bay leaves, when I mean like the ones that are live, it's often said that spirits like to hide up under the leaves. So when one is picked and is dead, instead of following you, it's like they'll hide up under there so they won't go in your house, just be in the shoe. Queen of the King said, I did my money spell on paydays. There you go. SVH is get to 1 membership. Thank you so much, SVH. Hello, SVH. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all say thank you. What's up, Shay Boogie? Shay Boogie back on the team. Oda Legrin says, so the dead of night suffering insomnia ain't time to try to manifest good sleep. No. You know why? Because when you are in the thick of it, you just... No, that's not the time. You better take you a Tylenol PM. And I know somewhere out there, amongst the 65 beautiful people that is watching this live stream right now, someone's like, well, shoot, what's Hoodoo for then? A lot of people, it flies right over their head what I'm saying, right? A lot of people, it flies right up over their head what I'm saying. Hoodoo is for every trouble that, well, no, let me stop. Not for every trouble we have, because some of y'all have some serious first world problems. Some serious first world problems. So it's not for every trouble that we have, but it does help with a lot of the things that we have going on that our ancestors went through. Okay? But the same, okay, I know there's some readers here, and a lot of readers have problems reading for themselves. I don't now, but I did earlier. You know why? Because I could never separate myself from the reading. Which sucks. I'm reading for myself, right? People say all the time, I'm my own worst critic. Bull junk. Most of us are our own biggest cheerleaders, and we will forgive ourselves any and everything. Okay? Somebody mad at you, I don't know what they mad about. If you owe somebody some money and they ask you for their money and you get mad, shoot, man, they tripping. Let me see, I got these kids over here. I'll give you your money when I got it. Walk into the job and tell our boss, hope you don't want no work out of me today. Shoot, we shouldn't have to go to work on the Monday after Super Bowl anyway. We are our own biggest cheerleaders. Forgive ourselves anything. So, and I don't read tarot, but I do know the death card in tarot can either mean you go into the upper room or it's a transition to a new state of being, right? Right? Two different meanings for the death card in the tarot deck. But people will be right there waiting for Dr. Now to call them back because they 602 pounds. They eat a pound of bacon for breakfast, a pound of bacon for lunch, and they usually drink their supper, smoke 8 packs of cigarettes a day, sweating Crisco, pulling a death card going, that just means I'm going to have a new change in my life. No, you going to that upper room. You're going to the upper room. But people want the best things for themselves. So we will look at a reading and go, that ain't what it mean for me. Right? We do it all the time. That ain't what it mean for me. Shoot. All this sexiness, that ain't what it mean for me. So people have a hard time doing readings for themselves because we want the best for ourselves. The reading will say your baby daddy has moved on, but people will look at it and go, I can kind of see how this talking about he thinking about me. He ain't thinking about you. He's not thinking about you. But we want the best for ourselves. And it's the same thing for our workings. It is sometimes hard to objectively do workings and not put too much of the wrong emotion in there. Because, see, contrary to what the movies will tell you, the movies will have people sitting there trying to go Super Saiyan, powering their workings with emotions. But in reality, it's the lack of emotion and controlled focus and objectivity that fuels spirituality. You've got to take the conscious mind out of it and operate purely on spirit. SVH said, where's the button? I'm being good. I am being, oh my gosh. Well, y'all, I'm just trying to get on here and rap a taste, and y'all calling for buttons. God. Hey. Let's see, SVH. Hold on. No, you gifted tonight, so I'll leave that alone. You just made the list. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, it's so funny because has anybody here ever watched Death Note? It's on Netflix. It's a show, a movie. You know, it's pretty good, right? It's pretty good. And so I have a series coming out, right? I have a series coming out where I am going to take. Benjamin Alexander says, no, I don't watch TV. Well, la di da. I do. But yeah, I heard it's based off of anime, but the one on Netflix was a movie. I'm going to take some things from different movies and go, okay, this obviously is some made up bull jive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Benjamin. It's not Benjamin. It's not bull junk. It is fertilizer from an adult male bovine. And I'm gonna look at some of the stuff that they put in movies, and then I'm gonna give y'all the real stuff, or maybe make it on my own. And I know how to make a Death Note. That is not a Hoodoo thing. It's actually more closer to a Congo thing. But I'm like, I know how to like make a book that would kind of function like this. Will y'all druggies stay out the chat and all y'all's doggone, this is how I go to sleep talk? What's wrong with y'all? Good gracious alive. XRP said, I did the Balm of Gilead spell. Now she's talking about smacking. But in the other day, she grabbed my hips. Is it? Well, congratulations. Smacking and hip grabbing. Good deal. Good deal. Congratulations. Liquid Black Poetry says, I record my reading because I don't remember it all. I don't remember readings at all. That's why I used to warn people ahead of time, like, listen, don't call me and ask me about what I said. I'm not gonna remember. You might want to get you a pen and be writing. Only thing I hate, and this is just the old man in me, is when I'm talking to y'all during the reading, like I call you, and I hear the echo because you got me on speakerphone. Like, man, put the phone up to your ear. Put the phone up to your ear. I can't stand that echo. I cannot stand that echo for real. All right, let's see what we got. All right, Liquid Black Poetry says, question, I've been dealing with a group of people gang stalking and sending negative energy in multiple ways. Okay. And I don't, okay, Liquid Black Poetry, don't take this the wrong way, okay? And I'm going to give an answer to your question. But I have seen so many people that felt they were gang stalked and they were not, okay? I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I know cyberbullying happens a lot, but as far as the like true gang stalking, it so rarely happens that I feel sorry for the people out there. But one thing that you can do is just take railroad nails. I normally have one around here. All right, here we go. Take railroad nails and place them in the four corners of your property, okay, with a dab of first morning urine on the tip of them. And also take 4 mirrors and put them reflective side out at the four corners of your property as well. Recite the 23rd Psalm. And also every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, throw 3 pinches of black mustard seed out your front door. and that repels negative people, negative entities, and negative energy. Rooted Source Sound says, question, what's the best way to protect yourself from people calling you to dump their negativity aside from hanging up the phone? You know what? Honestly, just hang up the phone. Seriously. Somebody asked me yesterday, okay, I did your money working and it's been really working. Thank you so much. But I've got extra money, but I can't keep it because, and they were talking about a specific family member keeps asking for money. I said, well, just say no. Just say no. And they're like, but it was a really close family member. And I said, well, shoot, then don't complain. At some point, family, we've got to understand that we have to do workings on the spiritual side, but on this side as well. Okay? We dwell on both sides. The only thing. That's what makes us unique. We're the only thing that dwell on both sides. Angels, Orisha, Lawa, and Pungo. They stay on the spiritual side. They do not cross over. Ever. Because if they could, they wouldn't have to possess us. Food for thought, teachable moment. But cats, chickens, well, no, not cats, but chickens, cows, they just flesh. They stay on this side. But we straddle the fence. We straddle the fence. And since we straddle the fence, whenever we do spiritual workings, we need to do workings on both sides. Meaning, I need to burn that money candle dressed appropriately, but I also need to put in job applications. I know a lot of times we want, to the spirit to do everything. I get it. I do too. Shoot. But I guess I need to just get on up and do what I got to do. So the best way, and and honestly, rooted source sounds, you don't even have to be negative or nasty about it. The way I do it is when folks start that, I'll just start talking over them. Like when they start, oh boy, I tell you, my bunions, man, let me tell you what happened yesterday. Just start talking over them. Or, Sonny, I saw you. I'm sorry, I didn't acknowledge you when I was in the middle of something. But listen, Sonny had this awesome idea. Whenever whenever they call, as soon as you pick up the phone, say, hey, my phone about to die. So now you can get off the phone whenever you feel like it. Rooted Source Sounds. Whenever you pick up the phone, hey, my phone about to die. And so as soon as they start, I had the worst case of the piles. I got to go. Or you can just hang up. And then wait about an hour and text them back. Say, I'm sorry, my phone died. There you go. But I get it. This is a spiritual channel. I'm gonna give you one, okay? I'm gonna give you one. and it's not really bad, so to speak. What you do is you take a picture of that person, okay? Take a picture of them, and what you want to do, you want to print it out on. I'm trying to think of the kind of paper, but you want it to be like some rough paper, and you get an industrial grade eraser, okay? And what you do is you erase their mouth, but while you're erasing their mouth from the paper, you're telling them, I don't want you to speak any negativity. I only want you to speak happiness. And once you've got like down to the paper where it's like, there's no mouth, you fold the paper 3 times, and then you throw it in some running water. And that'll take away their ability to speak all that negativity to you. Look, oh yeah, look, I'm trying to scroll down and catch up, but all y'all doggone druggies in here trying to tell somebody else how to go to sleep. Like, good grief. You know how you go to sleep, Natalie? Get you some toddlers and then send them home. As soon as they leave, that ass is going to sleep. Pardon my language, y'all. As soon. Keep them toddlers for a day, Natalie. A day. As soon as you send them home, that. I love Oreo cookies. Shoot. Well, tomorrow courtroom says, get your snake out. Ma'am. Ma'am. Calm down. No, those that's Lexi. And so the problem is they normally get fed on Fridays. They haven't been fed. And snakes can definitely tell time. Yeah, Queen of a King, text me. Do I have a book of spells? I mean, I have a book of workings. Yes. SVH says, question, after the cow tongue working, just toss it in the trash? Yes. Let me try to catch up. Honey Child's, hey BP, I'm looking for guinea peppers, but the packaging says guinea pepper / grains of paradise. Yes, it's the same thing. They are. Benjamin says, I want money to come to me while sitting in my couch. I want money to come to me while sitting on my couch. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Benjamin. I'm the same way. You know, I don't understand. See, people, we've become a society where people just like to say stuff. Have y'all noticed that? People just like to say stuff. I'm going to rise and grind. I'm going to get it out the mud. Well, that's your filthy tale. I want to leisurely stroll to the mailbox and collect my cash and go back to a nap. I remember when they were passing out the first round of stimmies, one dude was like, I don't want no stimulus check. I prefer to grind for my money, you new fool. Go ahead. Go ahead. People just say anything. Y'all notice that now? Nowadays, people just say anything. Oh, the Legerin. Look, I'm saying it fast because I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong. I'm just going to say Odell. Odell says, got anything good for getting help with moving home? I could read that a couple of different ways, my friend. So could you help me out with what exactly it is you need? Zeke for keeps. Y'all make sure y'all put that capital Q in front of it. It helps me to read it. Says, what's the best spell to remove blockages? I do money spells, but none seems. N-U-N, Zeke. Come on now. But none seems to manifest. Could it be a block like a generational curse? It could be, but is it likely? Probably not. And remember, I don't know when you got here, but I was just talking about how you have to be in alignment. You have to be thinking money and feeling money and not thinking the lack of money. There are very, very rarely are people under a generational curse. I think that's a word that is thrown around too often in a world that is often looking for excuses outside of themselves. You know, my daddy always said there's nothing new under the sun. See, back in the day, it was the devil made me do it. Then it turned into astrology. One thing about a Gemini, you can't trust. Now it's nowadays it's Orisha. Well, one thing about a child of Oshun, they can't mess with none of Shango's people. Like, you know, it's like stop. And I think generational curse is something that gets thrown around too often as well. More often than not, it's a generational pattern. For instance, I went to high school with this young lady. Her grandma lived in the projects. Her mama raised them in the projects. And she said, yeah, I can't wait to turn 18. I can go put in for my apartment. So we're about to graduate. And instead of her thinking, I'm actually about to graduate, I could go further. She couldn't wait to put in for her painted brick wall apartment. And people think that's a generational curse. Is it a generational curse, or do we have generational learned behaviors? If great granddaddy was a bootlegger, granddaddy grew up around alcohol and started to partake. So he taught daddy how to drink. Daddy was a drunk. And since you've been drinking since you were 16, now you cannot wait to pop a cold one when you get off. It's not a generational curse. It's often generational learned behavior. And I say that to say, my mama, who I love to death, is never on time for anything. I remember being so frustrated growing up. Like, Mom, we supposed to be at karate class by 7. And she like, we gonna get there. And we leaving out the house at 6:58. And now it's hard for me to be somewhere on time. And I'm not sitting there going, well, it's because I'm a Pisces and time for me is fluid. No, it's because I wasn't, we just never on time anywhere growing up. So I say that to say it's kind of hard to be able to tell Zeke if it's a generational curse or it's a generational block. But I will say this. When it comes to money workings, you don't need to be in the mindset of lacking. You need to think about abundance. So whatever time in your life you had money, or maybe you weren't struggling, that's the mindset you need to be in when you're doing your money working. After that, magic flows through the path of least resistance, meaning the easiest way for the universe to get that money to you is how it's going to get to you. So if you, like, say, work a less than minimum wage job under the table, they're going to probably ask you for overtime. Okay? And ask you to work over. So instead of making $2 an hour, you're going to get 16 hours, you see what I'm saying? The easiest way to get what you are requesting to you is how they're going to get it to you. For instance, when I do money workings, people want more readings. People kindly run them donations.
Bruh.
Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Or people go to www.trueconjure.com for the absolute finest in hoodoo related supplies, because those are the irons that I have in the fire. That is how the universe gets money to me. So whenever you do a money working, you need to put as many irons in the fire as possible so that the universe can get money to you. Amen. Amen. You can absolutely do a cleansing. You know, one of my favorite cleansings is to take 1 cup of strong black coffee, 1/4 cup of salt that you have prayed the 23rd Psalm over, and the juice from 1 lemon. After you've showered, fill the tub up with water, put those ingredients in there, soak for 7 minutes, rinse, dry off, dress in light colored clothing. Then do a money working after that, but make sure you still put those irons in the fire. Pamela, aka Baby Girl, says, question, BP, will you please give me a working to remove my extremely toxic boss? She's got to go. She's so destructive. Everyone in the whole school. Look, take a picture of her, roll it up. You know how y'all roll the picture up like that. Find you a blue bottle like this, okay? Put her picture down in the bottle. Fill the bottle up with sand. Take a black stick candle, stick it into the bottle, burn it all the way down, and then go chunk that bottle into the trash somewhere. Away from home, away from the school. That'll get rid of them. You'll thank me later. Or not. You know what? So, I don't know who saw my video either over here on TikTok where I showed how a lot of people in the spiritual community fake their reviews. You know, they'll take one phone and they'll text the other phone. How long I've been here? About time to get off of here. Yeah, it's been an hour. They'll take one phone and text the other phone and have a whole conversation. Then they'll screenshot it and go, look at all my wonderful reviews. Like they will post those reviews on their social media. Y'all have seen that, right? Then they go, oh, look, this person said I was great. This person, all these, and I'm like, they are all you. They are all you. Okay? And listen, those folks on TikTok are mad, boy, because they don't even take a second phone. They'll message themselves from number spoofing. They'll message themselves from Google Voice, Sideline, WhatsApp. Look, they don't even care. And so, y'all know how many people are mad. Look, they're over there making Glorilla videos right now. Never gave a damn about it. Never gave no, because that's all TikTok spiritualists do. Just make angry videos with Glorilla playing. That's all they do. Make angry videos with Glorilla playing. And then next video, selling the product. Like, I don't want none of your old angry ass love oil. Get the hell out of here. Oh, none of your angry love oil. You don't go sit down somewhere. What's wrong with y'all's music now? People don't even use lyrics anymore. Y'all give them awards. Speaking of Glorilla that sister don't even know. She has become the angry root work TikTok spokesperson. She is their soundtrack. That's all you see. A bunch of smoke, a big blazed up ass candle like they done put lighter fluid on it. Never gave a damn, and now he never gave no. It just gave. And y'all don't even have lyrics no more. No lyrics. People just grunt in the microphone now, and y'all give them an award. No wonder y'all can't work no roots. Y'all ain't got no imagination no more. You got to be able to visualize, and there's no imagination in the world anymore. I'm from Memphis. What you know about me? Big G. I'm like, she growling in the microphone, and y'all like, yes, yes, super hot fire. Yes. Super hot fire. Ooh. No wonder when I say visualize something, y'all be like, how I do that? That's why y'all ask so many questions. Cause y'all can't visualize nothing. Somebody growling in the mic and y'all. Y'all let this dude get up on the microphone. Bing bok boom bok boom bok bam. That's the whole lyric. Bing bok boom bok boom bok bam. Y'all like, boy, he ate. Ooh. So you got Glow. Kendrick, bing bok boom bok boom bok bam. I'm like, what the language are we speaking now? What's up? What's up, Bianca? How's it going? Watch. I listen. I'm gonna make a TikTok video, and y'all gonna know that I'm joking. Only y'all here. But I'm gonna post on TikTok. I'm gonna light a candle, and I'm gonna be dressed all in white. And I'm gonna light a candle, and I'm gonna stand up and go, skiddy, plack out, boom. And then it's all gonna fade to black. Look, the video just gonna cut. It's just gonna fade to black. Skibbity beat, blacka, boom. Fade to black. And we just gonna see what happened. People gonna be like, that's a real root worker right there. He was just speaking Enochian. He was just speaking. Look, and y'all know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna flash 1111 and then 777. Just gonna hit the screen. Pap. Real pap. Real fast. Just pap. Y'all here. I promise you I'm gonna do this. I promise you I'm gonna do this. And then y'all just watch the comment. Coco, you still here. Coco, I need you to set it off. I need you to set off and just be like, did I just see what I think I saw? How he just giving out secrets in front of everybody. Coco, that's all I need you to post. And I bet you somebody gonna be like, I saw it. I saw it. Somebody gonna be like, I saw it. We lack imagination so much. There was an anime on Castlevania. The dang on thing is about vampires. But they have one black character on there who all these weird Orisha were showing up, not even really, and people were like, look, Papa Legba showed up to one of the characters and was like, I'm gonna teach you how to astral project. And people were in the comment section talking about not them showing us how to do it out in the open. And I'm like, they're not. It's a freaking cartoon. They're not. It's entertainment, people. That movie Spell, y'all remember that movie Spell? It had Ghost in it, because I don't know the actor's real name. I just know he Ghost. That he goes by Ghost. He was in it. And they were making little dolls, and they called them boogeties. And somebody came to one of my chats and said, Prophet, could you tell me how to make a boogity? Prophet, can you tell me how to make a boogity? And I'm like, thank you, Miss Wilson. I appreciate it. Omari Hardwick. Could I tell them how to make a boogity? We used to build pyramids. We used to build pyramids. Loretta Devine and Amari Harwood. Yes, that was the movie. But y'all understand, we went from building pyramids to bing, bok, boom, bok, boom, bok, bam. Big G-L-E. All right, I'm just mess with y'all. I'm just mess with y'all. Doggone. I can't say I love those artists, but I love them. They're my people. I love them. All right, family. So just to cap everything off here, because I'm about to get off of here. I'm about to get off. I may do a voice chat over on Fanbase if y'all want to kick it over there. I'll just have to whisper because I'm pretty sure Noonie and them are asleep. Oh, Benjamin always roasts the young people, but the young people know I appreciate their fire. If this newer generation, because they have all kinds of fire, and I love that about them. I do. I mean, they have so much energy. If they could just not have to be handheld, only when it comes to Hoodoo, right? Not have to be handheld so much. And if they could just pick a lane and ride that lane, they'd be unstoppable. They'd be unstoppable. Young people, look, listen. My young brothers and sisters, Natalie, put the red Solo cup down. Do not send nudes, y'all. Do not send nudes. Okay, so yeah, listen, my young brothers and sisters first. Okay, take the waist beads off. Okay, take the waist beads off. Take them off. Okay. Beyonce carrying hot sauce in her bag was not a hoodoo working. Okay. Look, but pull your egg out. Just take the egg out. All right. And I need you to have more food in your freezer than bottles with people in it. Okay, take them out. Brothers. Stop going to every Bible hour you can find. Just you can walk around with about 85 different strands of alekes. Okay? Stop. Y'all have all them doggone strands of alekes running around here. It don't make no sense. All right? Stop dressing all in white, talking about you want multiple wives in the name of spirituality when you still in your mama's basement. Your mama wants you gone. Stop it. Stop trying to preach all these comedic sciences when there's no comedic priests walking around anymore. Where are you learning this from? Stop. And stop talking. Look, stop learning all these big ass words, using them at the wrong time all the time, cause it sound good, cause it don't. I had somebody hit me with that earlier, and I was like, "Do you talk like this in real life? Cause I know you don't. I know you don't talk like this in real life. I can't stand them. God Almighty, I can't. Boy, I can't stand that. Look, brothers want to come into spirituality, and all of a sudden, I never understood it. The brothers in the spiritual community. I listen. You can walk downstairs and there's bacon and eggs on the plate, and I'm like, wow, bacon and eggs. That's great. But these new age Hotepin brothers nowadays will be like, Grand Rising, brother prophet. But before you partake of this sumptuous feast, we have to give thanks to this bovine and this poultry. And it brings me into mind because during this retrograde, I've been deep in internal introspection, and I'm often, brought to think about the byplay between sacrifice and commitment. Because see, when I look down at this plate of bacon and eggs, I do understand that for the poultry, that was commitment, but for the bovine, that was sacrifice. So we should not just easily and rapidly digest this, but we should also give thanks. Let us turn to the east. Fellas, stop. Stop. I've been doing this almost 40 years, and I still say ain't and fitna. I've been doing this almost 40 years, and I still say ain't and fitna. Prophet, what you got going on today? Shit, I'm finna go fishing. Prophet, you said you was gonna text me back later. I ain't done fishing. So my brothers and sisters, if we can leave all that alone, stop following everybody with diddle fingers. Hello, Hoodoo loves. We stop that. And maybe we can be learning some stuff again. That's why I say I can learn you some stuff. We stop trying to dance up under the full moon when our ancestors ain't did nothing up under no full moon. When we stop trying to do love spells on Friday because Friday is for Venus. When we stop getting scared. Oh my God, Mercury always in retrograde. Shoot. And stop sprinkling glitter all over every doggone thing. Waving selenite over your candle, over your cards. I'm going to cleanse my candles with Florida water before I light them so that I can give it a good vibration. And then next thing you know, the candle done burst into flames because you done rubbed it down with a flammable liquid. And then you have the nerve to go, Prophet, will you interpret this for me? Yes, it's a fire hazard. Let me get out of here, y'all. Let me get out of here. I love y'all to death. Listen, thank you to everyone who sowed a seed in my foolishness tonight. I was gonna take this over to Kick. Listen, this is the type of fun we have on Kick, but over on Kick, I let y'all ask me about who it is in the spiritual community y'all have seen, and I'll go, that one ain't too cool. That one ain't too cool. I'll let y'all know. But Crystal, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Raven Baines, thank you for the super chat. Benjamin, thank you for the super chat. Simsima, thank you for the super chat. Rudis Source Sounds, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Rashida, thank you for the super chat. SVH, thank you for the gifted membership. Hopefully I woke everybody up so y'all can go on and go back to sleep. If I'm able to, like if Wreck-It Ralph and Demolition Woman, allow me to do my thing, then I'll come back. Queen of a King said the beads are handles for happy time. No, the beads actually serve a religious function inside of the Orisha community and the Palo. I'm a priest of Palo my own, but inside the Palo community as well. But what happens is, people, I actually had someone who wanted to learn Hoodoo from me, and they had seen people in the Orisha community. They were like, is there some beads we can wear? I'm like, you why you just want some beads? I'm like, man, calm down. See, if I were a dirty old cuss, and I'm not a dirty old cuss. I'm just a mean old cuss, but I'm not a dirty old cuss. Look, I would have sold them some of these. Now they are Jetstone and they keep away negative energy, but I would have sold them some of these bad fellas and been like, here you go. Made a whole ceremony, cracked the egg on his head and everything, and be like, here you go. Don't let nobody see them. Don't tell them where you got them from. But listen, I'm getting out of here. Y'all have been amazing. I did not mean to stay on this long, but I enjoyed myself, and hopefully y'all did too. Listen, so pay no attention to Natalie. Do not send me nudes, okay? If y'all send nudes to my phone, I'll tell you what's gonna happen. If y'all send nudes to my phone, I'm gonna look and go, I don't know why she had the nerve to send me these pictures. I mean, that don't make no sense. Sending me this stuff to my phone. But well, she ought to be shamed. That don't make no sense. But I tell you, why they lopsided? Now, she need to quit. And then after 10 minutes, I'm gonna delete them and tell you don't be doing that. That's right. I don't keep that mess on my phone. Y'all send that 10 minutes, I'm getting it up, taking it right off my phone and giving you a stern talking to with a lot of finger waving. But anyway, y'all have a good one. Thank y'all so much. Listen, follow me on Fanbase, family. Follow me on Fanbase. Okay? I don't know. Hold on, let me see what my name is over there. If you're unaware of Fanbase is a black-owned app. Social media app. My profile is, if I can get to my profile, I'll show it to you. It should be the Broken Prophet because I'm the Broken Prophet everywhere, except for TikTok. On TikTok, I'm Prophet Lou, but yeah. So on Fanbase, hold on, it's gonna correct itself. Hold on, there we go. The Broken Prophet. Y'all follow me over on Fanbase, family, because that's what I'm gonna do, like behind the scenes lives and whatnot. All right. But thank y'all so much. Y'all have been amazing. I'm going to get out of here. Don't listen to Natalie. Do not send nudes. Bye, y'all.